typically don't do gear videos, but today I'm going to show you what's in my backpack. And don't be worried, I haven't joined a terrorist group. I'm not demanding a ransom. I'm joining you from inside of what's going to soon be my new man cave. A she shed, a shug shed, but I'm going to be finishing this off, insulating it, making it look real nice in the next few months, so you may see some more videos from here. And right now I have a couple camera angles, camera 1, camera 2.
Why, hello, camera 3.
So let's get into it. The reason why I'm doing this now is my backpack, when I started for this Colorado trip, I packed everything in there, including 7 days worth of food and a bunch of water, and I was over 37 pounds. Holy crap, right? That's pretty darn heavy. My base weight is 18 pounds. By no means is that super ultra lightweight, but with water and food, typically I'm at about 26 pounds, and that's very comfortable for me. And I found in my pack, if I go over 35 pounds, it's really uncomfortable. So I was at 37 pounds. I cut out, I reduced the amount of water that I'm bringing from the 2 1-liter smart water bottles to 2 700 milliliter water bottles. I also got rid of a little trail mix, and I got rid of tuna packets. So I'll go over more of that when I get into my food, but let's get right into it here. So this is my backpack. It's a Z-Packs Arc Haul ultra lightweight backpack. Very nice, love it. So on the back of my backpack, there's a huge mesh pouch. This is one of the reasons why I really love this pack, because you can store stuff in here that may be wet and it's not inside your backpack, and it dries out and doesn't get the rest of your stuff wet. So in that pouch, I have a couple Crocs here that I wear around for camp shoes, let my feet air out once I get to camp. For this trip, I have the Colorado Trail data book. I have my outdoor research Helinox rain jacket. I have my ULA rain skirt in here someplace. Oh, here it is, my rain skirt. I have a little washcloth made out of the material that doesn't really soak up water, but it's nice to have around to wash off, or if you're washing up in a creek. I have just a cheap saw, nothing fancy. I think I got it at Walmart, but it works really good, and it cuts branches if I need to for my hammock, or helps me process some firewood. I have my tent stakes and a couple of guy lines for my rainfly, and I just use the cheap little stakes that you can get at Walmart. They're super lightweight, and they're like 97 cents. So anytime I need more of those, it's easy to get those. I don't have to order them or anything. I have my Sawyer water filter and my CNOC 2-liter pouch for it. I really like this bag, and the reason why I like it, it's softer than the other ones you get, and you can open up the top side of it here for scooping up water. Instead of that little hole or having a scoop cup, you just scoop that into the water and you're all set. Not in my backpack, but of course I always bring my hiking poles. And the last thing in the outside pouch is I have a Tyvek sheet that I put underneath my hammock, that I put my shoes in my hammock on underneath, so I can keep my feet clean and keep everything somewhat dry under there. Okay, so what else is on the outside of my pack? On the front side of my pack, I have these 2 pouches for water bottles. In every video, someone asks me, where do you get those water pouches? I got them from a guy on Etsy. I always put the link down below, and I'll try to put a link for all of some of this important equipment that you may not know where to find. I'll put some links down below there. So I have the 2 700-liter water bottles. As I said, I downsized from the 1-liter water bottles. It's going to be a hot, dry trip, but I'm just going to have to make sure that I camel up at water holes a little bit more, since I'll be carrying less, and if need be, I can carry some dirty water here in my water bag. So also on the outside here, next to my water bottle, I carry my tripod for my camera. It's not that heavy, but it comes in really handy when you're shooting video with an iPhone. What else on the outside? On the side here, I have a bag here, and this has the spreader bars for my hammock, as well as the pull mods that pull out my rain fly. So it isn't real heavy, but this nice bag keeps everything together. I have my emergency whistle that has a compass and a thermometer in there. Neither one probably work very well, but in case of an emergency. Over on this side, I have my Garmin InReach Mini. This is somewhat new. I love it. This allows me to, in emergency, contact people if someone's hurt, or through Bluetooth on my phone. I can use it as a navigation device with a map on my phone, and I can send texts to and from people like my wife when I don't have cell phone coverage. Plus, this allows me to post a link on my website, my Facebook page, and there's a Garmin website where you can follow me on my trip. So you can see my progress. My wife can see, yep, he's still moving, he's not dead yet. So I'll post a link to that down below here, and starting July 8th, you'll be able to follow my Colorado trip via my mini here. So also over here, since I don't use those water pouches, I can put other things in there. I have 17 ounces of fuel for my stove. That's a little bit bigger than usual, but you know, you can't mail that alcohol fuel for my resupply, and we're going to be in Breckenridge, and I'm not sure if there'll be any there available, so I'm just carrying the 17 ounces. And this is my cook kit. I love my cook kit. So quickly, 400 liter titanium pot. I have a lighter and matches in the Ziploc. This is the stove itself. Just put a new tomato paste can in there. This is a little thing to put underneath the stove. Little measuring cup to pour the alcohol in here. Pour it in my stove. Windscreen. And of course, the pot goes on top there. Super light, super small, super simple. All right, move along. Let's go into the backpack. Little roll top. This is my clothes bag. Quickly, what do I carry in my clothes bag? This clothes bag also doubles as my pillow in my hammock. I have a hat, mainly for if it rains or for the sun in Colorado. I have a nice, I have this nice hoodie. It's not made out of cotton. It's made out of nylon, or polyester, I should say. The reason why I like this is the pouch has pockets here, and there's a big pocket up in the chest that has a zipper. So when it's cold out, I can put batteries, my phone, water filter, all that stuff, zip them into my pouch and keep them on my body to keep them from freezing. Okay, I have a couple of these warm wool socks that I wear only when I'm sleeping. They're a little too big for hiking in. I wear that short sleeve smart wool t-shirt. I also bring a long sleeve one. The reason why I'm bringing long sleeve here in Colorado is for sun protection if I need it. I have these compression sleeves that I wear on my calves. If it's cold out, or if I'm going through an area with a lot of prickers that are going to be sticking into my legs, that gives me a little bit of protection. I don't like hiking with pants on unless I have to. Some polyester stretchy underwear, an extra pair. I have an extra pair of smart wool socks. What else we got in here? I have, it's kind of like a baklava. It's not a baklava, it's a baklava that I wear when I'm sleeping, when it's cold out. It just kind of keeps me in my head and my ears warm. And the last one is a pair of wool socks that I converted into wrist warmers. Works really good if it's, you know, about 30 degrees to keep your wrists warm, but I don't like having gloves when I have the hiking poles. So that's everything in my clothes bag. I have a pouch that's used as a cozy, so when I make my food in my freezer bags, I put it in this Reflectix cozy and let it sit, and it rehydrates and stays warm inside of there. All right, my food bag. 7 days worth of food here. This thing is heavier than snot, but you gotta eat, right? So I'll show you here what's in my food bag. Okay, here's my food bag. It's an Ursack. An Ursack is a bear-resistant bag that you put your food in, a smell-resistant bag like a Ziploc or an OpSack, and you put it in the bag. You tie it around a tree. It doesn't have to be hung from a tree. You tie it around a tree 100 yards away from camp. Bear gets it. He can claw at it. He can't get through the bag. But you should know that if a bear does get to your food in this bag, I know from experience, as you can see, a bear has got to this bag before from the little holes in there, are from my friend the bear. They can smush your food. They won't be able to eat it. So make sure that the way that you pack your food, if he's smashing it, it isn't gonna combine your ramen with your hot chocolate, okay? Keep them bagged separately to try to keep it isolated. So this is what's in my food bag for 7 days. First of all, here's all the little bags. Use a garbage bag. Ziploc has a garbage bag. But I'm having 2 Nature Valley peanut butter and dark chocolate protein bars for breakfast each day. For after dinner every night before I go to bed, I'll have a Snickers. I'm addicted to chocolate. For lunch, most of the days I'm doing a tuna creation inside of a tortilla with some hard cheddar cheese and some mayo and mustard. This is where I dropped a little bit of weight in my pack. At first I had 2 of these packets each day. Now there's only 1, and they are quite heavy, and they only have 80 calories per packet, so that was a good way to lose some weight. What else do I have in here? I have my dinners. I dehydrated some noodles and some spaghetti. I have freeze-dried ground beef from Mountain House. Another meal I have is Easy Mac with some freeze-dried chicken from Mountain House. Same chicken. This one is a rice side, Nora's right side. Of course, everything are in freezer bags. It packs down lighter. You can pour boiling water in these fine. And then, you know, I put them in my cozy to rehydrate. I also have some loaded mashed potato mix, and I'm going to supplement those with some bacon bits. As far as outside of meals, in my pouch of my backpack, it isn't out here, I have a bag of trail mix that I put extra peanut M&Ms in. And I had 2 of those, and I lost one of those to lose weight in my pack. I have, a whole bag of beef jerky here. I have some jalapeno Cheez-Its, and I have these bread rounds. They're just flat little, almost like pitas, but they're bread rounds. And I have a pack of peanut butter or almond butter and a thing of grape jelly to eat with those on a few nights with dinner. So that's all my food. Okay, this bag is a waterproof Sea to Summit bag that has my underquilt, my top quilt, and my puffy. So this is all down stuff that I want to keep dry. My puffy is just a cheap Columbia puffy from Sam's Club that I bought a few years back. My underquilt is new here. This is from Local Libre. It's a 20 degree, 950 power down. Worked out real nice on my hammock. And this is the final thing in the bag. This is my top quilt. This is a hammock gear. Burrow 20 degree with a sewn in foot box. It has 900 or 950 down. It's similar to what the premium ones are now, but I bought this before the Econo ones were out. But I just love this. I don't think I'll ever replace this unless it gets ruined. All right, What else we got in here? We got, I guess what people call is a ditty bag. This is kind of the junk bag of all that little stuff that you need. A bug net for your head. I have some cotton balls with Vaseline for helping me start a fire if I need it. I have some moleskin that you can put on your feet if you get a blister. I have all sorts of these wet wipes for going to the bathroom. And I kind of get a kick out of it. I bought some of these at Walmart and they're called Dude wipes. Dude. Bug spray, an extra lighter and matches, toothpaste and toothbrush. When I'm out on the trail, this will actually go in my food bag. Some Body Glide for that lovely chafing action. 3 extra AAA batteries for my headlight. An extra cap for my water bottles. And more dude wipes, more dude wipes. I must be planning on pooping a lot. I have some, I don't know what you call it, the pills when you get an upset stomach. The pink stuff, I can't remember what they're called. Allergy tablets they're called, but Pepto-Bismol type thing. No, Benadryl, that's what we're going with, Benadryl. And finally, just a real little knife is in there. All right, let's keep going. At the bottom of my pack, here is my rain fly. It is a war bonnet mountain fly, 13 foot. You need a 13 foot custom made one if you have a bridge hammock. Makes it fit a little better. And I love this tarp, by the way. The last thing is my war bonnet Ridge Runner hammock. So this is a bridge hammock which requires the poles, adds a little weight, but it's super comfortable and worth it. So, what else we got in here? Bottom of my pack, oh yeah, here's my electronics and medicine bag. So in here is a slightly larger power bank that I'm borrowing for Rob for this trip since it's gonna have to last 7 days. I have some prescription medications that I take at night. I have my headlamp. I have, let's see here, we got cords in here. Cord for charging my phone, cord for charging the inReach. So I keep that in the hammock because that's usually where I use that type of thing. So that's everything that's in my pack. It isn't anything too extravagant, too fancy. It isn't ultra lightweight, but it works for me. As they say, hike your own hike. But that's all I have for you today. Comment down below if you think I should do something differently. If you're just going to complain because I'm too heavy, go away. But hey, check out the link below. July 8th, I'm going to be hiking. You can follow me via my inReach on our exploration of Colorado. But hey, thanks for joining us. If you like this video, look at some hiking videos over here. Subscribe down there, and we'll see you on the trail.